All right, we is live. We is live right now. Let me pop this chat out right now. Put that over there right now. Close that little screen right now. It's active in the background right now. Yeah, we are live. Oh, this is possibly going to be the last live stream I do for a while. Possibly. I don't know. I actually don't know because, you know, we'll kind of have to see how it goes. But I think next week, the plan is to fly out on I need to cut my hair. The plan is to fly out on the Wednesday. So because I'm working up until I believe the Sunday, quite possibly, depending on how that goes. And they're going to give my car back on the Monday. So I feel like the Monday and the Tuesday I need to spend getting any kind of last minute, well, the rest of the money, because I get my car back in the morning. So the rest of that Monday and the Tuesday, I need to spend getting any kind of last minute stuff done. So I feel like next week, yeah, no live stream for next week. And then after that, it just kind of depends on you know if I can do one or not because I've considered time zones and I'm not traveling alone, so I may not be able to just like break away and do a stream. Um, the hotel should have Wi-Fi to connect to, and I should hopefully be able to get a SIM card out there, but I don't know what kind of data plan I'm gonna get. So I don't know about that. Yo, what up, Big Bull? Big Bull in the place to Paul. That rhymes, but I'm not sure if it made any sense. But how you doing, Bull? How is ya? How is ya? But yeah, just saying, getting ready for a trip for next week, man. It is yeah. Next week for 3 weeks. So from the 5th of June to the 22nd of June. Oh, it's a 3 week trip. It's a long trip. But yeah, looking forward to it. I'm okay. Just got home from work. Oh, yeah, I know that feeling. It's the feeling of like, man, I'm so glad to be home from work, but also it's kind of mixed with, but I gotta do it again tomorrow. Damn it. But hopefully you enjoy your job. I actually don't think I know what you do as a job, actually. If you've told me before, I'm sorry if I've forgotten, my bad. But I'm not sure if you have, or if you have, I'm sorry. But if you don't mind saying, yeah, what is your job, Paul? What do you do? I mean, I know you do the the online comics, and in fact, you do physical comics, right? I felt like I seen a picture of you at a convention or something. I feel like I remember seeing a picture of you at a convention where you had like physical comics or like physical artwork. I'm a prison custody officer. Damn, now that's got to be a tough job. Oof, that's got to be a tough job. I talked to quite a few prison guards because doing cab work because where I live is actually not too far from a prison. So I quite on a regular basis pick up either prisoners or visitors or prison staff. So yeah, I end up speaking to quite a few prison officers, prison guards, and things like that. And but that's a tough job. That is a tough job. Or I don't know, maybe hopefully you've got like the prison where they keep like I don't know all the petty criminals, the guys who got nabbed trying to steal from a sweetie shop, those guys. If you if you got those guys, maybe it's not so bad. But if you've got all like the proper hard crim, boy, that is a tough job. And just people I've spoken to who have like worked in prisons over the years or done various kind of um jobs or like what you call it like where you have like people who come in and do like talks with the prisoners and that kind of thing. I know people who've done that sort of stuff, and yeah, all that confirms to me that's got to be a tough job, man. Damn, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So big up for doing it. I don't think I can do that job. It's okay. Most of them behave. That's all right then. That's all right. Give them the eye if they don't. Give them the evil eye. Oi, oi. Yo, what up, Sam? Sam B in the place to be. Speaking of prisons, actually, I found out maybe I want to say a few months ago, give or take. But recently, anyway, I found out recently that the word nonce actually came from a prison. I think it was Yorkshire prison. I don't remember which prison specifically, but it actually came from as a prison term because back in the day, they wouldn't allow anybody convicted of child molestation to have the same recreational time as the rest of the prisoners because of the high likeliness of them getting, beaten up, killed, that sort of thing, right? So they would have separate times where they would send those guys out. And so the other guards know what's going on, they would write on the doors, or they put like a sign on the door saying, not on normal something courtyard exercise, not on normal courtyard exercise. So NONCE, right? And yeah, so that's and of course when you see that NONCE nonce, that's apparently that's where it came from, and that term I guess ended up leaving the prisons and came into public, normal public usage, right? For I mean it's been years now. I mean it was like 70s, I think that term came around. I might have to look it up and be to be sure, but it's been a while. It's been a while. Prisoners hate nonsense, yeah. I'd be hearing that a lot. I think if I ever went to prison, the thing is, I feel like if I was to ever go to prison, I'll probably get nabbed for something really stupid, right? What I'm thinking. Like I'll probably get nabbed for something really stupid, and because of that, that film, Stir Crazy, where Gene Wilder and uh, uh, damn, why am I forgetting? Richard Pryor, when they go to prison, and Richard Pryor's all like, "Yeah, you gotta act bad, you gotta act like yourself." I feel like that's what I'd probably try and do because I wouldn't. Because if I get like nabbed for like I don't know driving past a red light or something, not that I drive past red lights on purpose, but it'd probably be something like that. Maybe I accidentally drove past a red light, and because I can't pay the fine, they send me to prison. So now I'm in prison with all these like tough guys. And if I tell them that, oh yeah, I got nabbed for like driving past a red light, man, that's a field day. You know what I mean? Like you got. I feel like you got to tell people like you're in there for like something really hard, just like make something up, just so that everybody's scared of you and they just leave you alone. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, yeah, uh, uh, I came home one day and I found my girlfriend and she was cheating on me. So I killed a man and I ripped his legs off and I beat him to death with his legs. And people are, oh man, better stay away from this guy. He's crazy. Like, cool, just leave me alone. Nobody's know nobody's know I'm a weakling. Just leave me. But yeah, Stir Crazy is a great film. And yeah, everybody does hate nonsense. That should be a TV show. Everybody hates nonsense. Because people do. Nobody be liking them. Even nonsense hate nonsense. That's how bad it is. But how you guys doing? How you guys doing? What up, Frozen G? Frozen G in a place to be. But yeah, I think it's gonna be the last live stream for a bit. Next week, no live stream. And then whilst in Saudi. Hopefully, I'll be able to do a live stream from Saudi, but I can't promise that because I'm not sure how things are going to work out exactly. I should have Wi-Fi in the hotel, but because I'm not traveling, because I'm traveling with other people, I may not have opportunities to just uh, get my phone out and start live streaming. Um, But hopefully I'll get a chance to do at least one live stream whilst there, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, next week, because I feel like next week, well, we're due to fly out on the Wednesday. So next week on the Monday and the Tuesday, I'm trying to spend just getting everything ready. Everything ready. So yeah, no live stream next week. And then hopefully we could do something from Saudi, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, but yeah, that's the plan. Inshallah, flying out to Saudi Arabia on the 5th. We're leaving on the 5th of June. So yeah, next Wednesday. And it's a 3-week trip. And yeah, Mecca. We're going to Mecca. Um, Mecca. Well, we're going to a few places actually. So it's Mecca. No, it's wrong. Sorry. No, Mecca is one of them, but going to Medina first, and then I think it's Mecca, and then it's Jeddah. Um, I don't know if we're going through Riyadh or not. I might have to check the itinerary and see for that. But yeah, I think we land in Medina. Then from Medina, we're going to Mecca, and then from Mecca, well, I know we're ending up in Jeddah because that's where the flight home is from. So we'll end up in Jeddah and then fly home from there. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. And no, the bungee jump wasn't for charity. The bungee jump wasn't for charity. It was because I'm kind of crazy. I'm kind of nuts. Now, it's just something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm at a point in my life where I feel like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. You know, maybe it's a midlife crisis. If it is, my midlife crisis is going to be awesome. Um, but yeah, it was just for wanting to do it, and I did it. Booked it way back in January, and yeah, booked it for now, and got around to doing it. Going to visit the places, yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. Let me do a little thing. There we go. Oof, there we go. There we go. So yeah, we've got some photos up now. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Actually, let's start from the beginning. By the way, Google Photos is kind of weird and borderline racist. Does anybody here use Google Photos, by the way? Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it. Overall, I like it. But it just does some weird things from time to time that makes no sense at all. Where it tries to, if it recognizes there's a face in the picture, it tries to group the same people, but it won't let you edit it, right? So, for example, here's a picture of me, and if you click on the side, people, me, cool. It's got it right. I don't need to edit that. It's got it right. That's me in the picture, and it's grouped it with pictures of me over here. Cool. Is it trustable? No, it is trustable. It is pretty safe and all that kind of stuff. It just has some weird quirks. Um, but yeah, these are some pictures from the day. That was this is before before the jump. So that's the crane that I jumped from as they're taking some other people up. How long that buzz lasts for? Oh, hard to say. 'Cause part of me feels like I'm still kind of buzzing from it, to be honest with you. I still, well, I'm not fully buzzing, of course. I've calmed down a little bit since then, but no, I was riding that high for a while, for a good few days at least. But yeah, it was such an incredible experience. Like it really was. Like, I mean, honestly, like right now, I'm kind of surprised that I even did it. Like just being up there and looking down. And granted, it's safe. Like you're strapped in safely, and they do all the safety checks before you go up. And they're very thorough with it, and they've got clear, really good professional team that handles it. So it's safe, and it's all safe in that. But even still, when you're up there and you're just standing on this crane and you're looking down, and it's just ground, it's just ground. I'm like, man, I actually did that. That is mad. That is mad. Yo, what up, Tommy X Bones? Pray for me on your trip, old chap. My illness is taking me over. Oof. Sorry, dude. Sorry. Hopefully you get feel better soon. Hopefully you feel better soon. Ain't nobody trying to be ill. It's pretty. Oh man, it really was. This is still before the jump as well. But look how I don't know if you could tell really from the photo, but that is high up from where I'm standing on the ground to where the top of that crane is. It's high. Oh, and it's by a lake, so they had some ducks and swans and sort of thing. Took a picture of some swans because okay, this is just before we went up. So yeah, let's take a picture together. I was like, all right, cool. And this is the pictures. Oh, by the way, these are pictures they took. So part of the package that I chose included photos and video and that kind of thing. But it was a pretty good deal actually. Like I paid in total, I think like £110 or something like that. It was like £60 for the jump, and I think it was £50 for the package that includes a t-shirt, photos, and video. Um, so yeah, I think it was £110 altogether. It was 100 something, but yeah, it was a pretty good deal. I thought the jump itself, I got half price actually because normally it was. I know, yeah, I think normally a jump is 120, but I managed to get it half price on a good deal. So in total, I only paid like 110, stuff like that. But yeah, totally worth it, man. Totally worth it. It's a picture from the ground. Oof. That's a brother and a friend that came with me. That's a long zoom right there. Oh, that's me standing on the edge. Look at that though. I haven't looked. By the way, I've seen these pictures before, but I guess I haven't looked at all of them properly. So this one I feel like I'm seeing for the first time. Damn, man, I'm standing on the edge of that crane, and my feet. They tell you to stand at the edge with your toes over the edge. Not bad at all for something that's an experience. Oh, for real, for real, for real. It's yeah, totally worth it, man. Like, I mean, I mean, it's not. I guess it's not cheap, but yeah, it's worth it. It's just worth it. Totally worth it. But man, I'm actually standing on the edge of a crane, and that's me jumping off the edge of a crane. I actually did that. Oh man. I don't know how much you can tell from this photo, but yeah, they strap you in good. So they've got like a hook by you got your ankle strapped up, you got your waist strapped up. They got hooks on both. It's fastened real hard and tight. And yeah, it's like a combination of um like I say, you know it's safe, right? You know it's safe, but when because you're falling, like you're literally just falling. It's not like you're being guided down. No, you are falling for like the first, I don't even know, like few seconds. I don't know how long. I'm not counting. But you're just falling. So there's a combination of like fear, excitement, all of that, everything. But yeah, you're just falling. They say to hold your hands together. By the way, that's why my hands together like that. I think this is part of maybe the moment where it was more like less the fear and more the excitement taking over. Yeah, I think it's about the moment when the excitement started taking over more than the fear did. About this bit, right about this bit. I don't know if you could tell, but oh, but yeah, it was so cool. Oh yeah, so and you thought it yanks you back up. The elastic just yanks you back up. And then you're falling again. And you're just falling off. But yeah, this was so awesome, man. I was gonna ask, was there a moment when it's excitement over fear? Oh, for sure, yeah. Where it's just like I think that's definitely a more excitement over fear moment right there. But yeah, man, it was that's me wiping away my tears. Oh. Happy tears, by the way. Happy tears. But I think at this point, you're just hanging. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is what I mean by let me come back a little bit. Yeah, this is what I mean by Google Photos as being a bit funny and weird. And so, yeah, so it's got me here, and it's got me on the side. Happy you're not dead. Well, thank you, thank you. Means I could come here and do these live streams and talk crap one more time. I can talk crap on a live stream at least one more time. So yeah. But yeah, how's it like? In fact, this one, yeah, I got my face covered and it still recognizes that's me. So it's like, all right, cool. If you look on the right hand side of the screen, recognizes that's me, even though my face is covered. I come over here, full face and everything, and it thinks I'm this lady. And I can't edit that. I can't edit this. Like, I can't say, no, you've got this wrong. It's put this photo in a group of other pictures with her. And it's like, how are you mixing us up? How how? Like, I don't know. Like, come on, Google. At least give me the option to be able to edit that so I can correct it because that is not correct at all. That is way off. Like, how was it? It's not even close, bro. But yeah, I like Google Photos, but mate, it does some weird things. It really does. Let me close that bit. Yeah, it's my friend that came with me. The one in the middle, by the way, not the one on the right. I don't know who that guy is. It's my younger brother. Got you in your feminine energy. Maybe that's it. Capturing my feminine side. But yeah, I think this bit is when they just lowered me down. Yeah, got the thumbs up. Yeah, and again, oof. Yeah, it's lowered me down now and get into the taking off the harness. Well, we gotta lay on a thing first. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, still got a little bit of tears in my eyes. Like this bit might be a bit hard to tell from here, but a little bit of glisten. Happy tears. Happy tears. And yeah, that's when I got my t-shirt. Took a selfie real quick. Oh, and that's
best things in life are going to scare you, right?
Without it. Got the video on the channel anyway, so leave that for now. Was the people he was with Tim to have I was telling them they should, but the thing is, you have to book it in advance, though. Like, you can't just like. I mean, I don't. Well, to be honest, I guess I don't really check if you can sign up on the day, but yeah, I think you have to book it in advance just because there was a lot of people there. Like from when I got there Because my jump was about 1 o'clock, maybe like quarter to one, actually, maybe about 10 to 1, quarter to one, that sort of time. Um, but we got there at I think around 11 a.m. So we're just hanging. There's a coffee shop nearby, so we're just hanging back for a bit. But even then, there was like so many people just like going up and jumping down. And then even after me, there was quite a few people. So if you could book on a day, you'd probably be waiting a while. But yeah, I was like, yo, do this, man. 100% recommended. 100% recommended, for everybody. Because it's like one of these things where it's like, that old saying that goes, everything you want is on the other side of fear, right? And honestly, like after doing this, like you just feel like you can do anything. Like, you know what I mean? You just feel like you can do anything. I mean, not to overshoot it a little bit, of course. But yeah, man, I did that though. I stood on the edge and it's 300 feet. It's high up. It is high up. Do I think they will? I don't know. I mean, I think I would say out of all of them, my youngest brother, he's probably the most likely one to do it. I'd say he's the most likely one to do it. But then again, my friend that came with me, he did tell me one time that he wants to go skydiving, right? So he might, he might, he might. Skydiving is something I like to do as well. But yeah, that's gonna have to wait a while. That's gonna have to wait a while. Oh, by the way, let me show you this real quick. This is something I saw on my walkabouts. The girl from the ring doing yoga. How about yourself? Sam, Tommy, Frozen, Bull. Is bungee jumping something you'd like to do? In fact, I only just noticed this. There are two ladies on the side. They're giving her the eye. I only just noticed this now. They're looking at her with a side eye. What? It's a cool picture though, still. And that's me at that's a picture I found. That's me at 7 years old. I don't even know how old I was at this point. 7, 8. I'm pretty sure it's before double digits though. I feel like this is me before double digits, like 7 or 8, that kind of age. But yeah, old ass picture for sure. It is, yeah, but can't lie, I ain't good with heights. Oof. Maybe start with the lower bungee jumps then. Not so high up. I went with the big one. They do two. There's one they do it's 150 feet. Then one they do it's 300 feet. And I was like, you know what? I don't plan on doing this very often. So let me just go to a top one. That was my thinking behind it. I was like, I don't plan on doing this very often. So we just go right for the top. Just go, go for the biggest they've got, especially because I had a discount as well. So I was like, let me just go for the top one. Let me just go for the top one. But it's high up, man. I'm looking down. Oof. But yeah, I would say the guy who goes up on the crane with you, he was good. Like he was really good at just like helping you stay calm, making sure that you're okay, reassuring, all that sort of stuff. Like of course he's done that sort of thing plenty of times himself, I'm sure. But yeah, no, he was good. He's kind of guiding through it, let you know what's happening, let you know what he's going to be doing, so they don't just like put you on the edges, throw you off. He tells you actually like, so I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. I'm going to have 3, 2, 1 bungee, And when I say bungee, I want you to just lean forward. That's all you're going to do. Just lean forward. And then as you're leaning forward, I'm going to give you a little push. So he tells you what he's going to do, right? Um, so it's no like some big surprise where he just like, oh snap, you know. But yeah, no, it was good. But yeah, if you're gonna do it exactly, do it big. And you know what? Maybe it's a good idea for you to the big one as well, the big 300 feet as well, because you know, it could be like let's say about getting over your fears, right? You know, overcoming your fears, you know, overcoming your anxieties and things like that. So maybe that's one way of doing it. Just go to the highest, biggest bungee jump cord you can get and be like, "Yep, I would like to jump off of that, please." Yeah, most of my pictures were food, isn't it? Most of my pictures were food. Bloody hell, man. It's not a bad thing, though. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, it was a good day, man. Real good day. But you know what? Let me stop that for a sec. I'm gonna look up skydiving because I did look it up a little while ago. I think it was around 300 something pounds or so. Okay, so Virgin apparently do a skydive. Okay, that's pretty cool. Virgin are usually really expensive with their things though, but skydiving experiences and parachute jumps. All right. 10% off experiences today. Use code Expo10. Actually, it's not too bad. So, all right, let me show you this. It's not too bad. So, you can do a tandem skydive for 304. That's not too bad, actually. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit pricey, sure. You know, it's, again, not cheap, but or you can go 15,000 feet skydive, and it's for just under 400, and you get photos with it as well. I wonder if you could do a video though, because I'd want a video of it. I took a picture of breakfast this morning and forgot to post it. Ah, we could post it tomorrow and be like, "It's my," and people think that's your breakfast for today. I mean, for tomorrow. I mean, yeah, that. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, this is like, I think this is what I need to save up for next. 15,000 foot skydive with photos. I suppose I could lie exactly. Who would know? Who would know? Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? You can even pay by Google Pay. Nice. Make free payments of £130 with Klarna. Have you used Klarna? Has anybody here used Klarna, by the way? Because apparently they're really good for making payments and things like that. I've never used them though, because one time I tried to use them. I tried to do something through Klarna, and they were asking me these questions, which they told me that they were saying they asked these questions to confirm my ID, right? But the questions they were asking me were like dumb. Like they were asking me like, what's the name of the bank that I took a loan out with, like, or whatever. And this is like, I mean, I haven't taken out a loan for. I mean, it was a while ago I tried, man. I think it was a couple of years ago now I tried this. But even by then, like I hadn't taken out a loan for years. Like I think the last loan I took out prior to that was maybe like 10 plus years ago. Like I haven't taken out very many loans. So it's like, how am I supposed to remember the name of a company that I took a loan with? Like, it's not the type of thing most people choose to remember. You know what I mean? Like once you pay back whatever money you owe, you're not. I'm not thinking about the name of the bank. You know what I mean? Like who does that? So it's like, okay, so apparently there's a credit score history of some bank that I had a loan with 10 plus 15 years ago. And because I couldn't remember the name of that bank, it was like, oh, we can't confirm your ID. And it's like, please piss off them. You get dumbass questions. Wasn't even my breakfast. It was Sophie's. I did have pancakes with bacon and syrup. I just had a bacon sandwich. So she got the syrup and the bacon and the pancakes. You just got the bacon and bread. Oh, come on, Sam. You could do better than that. Gotta treat yourself. Gotta treat yourself. At least put a little ketchup on it or something. Little tomato sauce to make it fancy. Never use it. Okay, fair. But yeah, apparently they're supposed to be good, but I don't know. If they're asking you questions for stuff that happened like over 10 years ago and can't confirm your ID because you can't remember some minor detail, I don't know, man. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mm. Mm. Put brown sauce on it. Ugh. Nah. Brown sauce is common folk. Come on now. Brown sauce is common folk. You gotta treat yourself like a queen. You gotta treat yourself like royalty. Can't be using brown sauce like a pauper. like somebody who's poor. Can't be using brown sauce. Like a peasant. I am common folk. No, I take the piss. I take the piss, but I mean, truthfully, I guess I don't mind brown sauce when it comes down to it. I generally don't choose it. Like, given a choice, it wouldn't be my first, second, third, or fourth choice. It might be like maybe like 10th or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe, but I guess in the end, I mean, if it's all they have, then it's like, all right, maybe put a little brown sauce in it. But there's quite a lot of condiments I'd choose long before brown sauce. But if it's all they have, then fine. Then fine. It was £4 for that brown sauce. So you got £4, really? Raw. When did brown sauce get so expensive? I guess I haven't bought it for such a long time. I didn't realize it's a price hike. So brown sauce is not for paupers no more. Damn, I did not know that. Damn. Let me see here. Brown sauce. I'm gonna search brown sauce. See if I can find it. And Damn, yeah, like Ocado got it for 350. Oh, well, that's an 8 pack. Okay, that's 21. Okay, never mind. Iceland 350. But yeah, unless you gotta buy like the like the the HP brown sauce free. That's 350. Yeah, Ocado free. I mean, it's probably cheap because it's online. But yeah, you can get like the Daddy's brown sauce, and that'd be like £1.50. But let's be honest, nobody's buying that. No, nobody's buying a Daddy's brown sauce. Let's keep it real. Nobody's buying that. Nobody is buying Daddy's brown sauce. I bought Daddy's tomato ketchup one time. Never again. I'm surprised that company's still around. Like, I guess somebody's buying it, but I guess somebody's buying it. But mate, that brand. I've been put off that brand for life. I don't like ketchup. All right. Here's a question, though I guess technically you've kind of answered it already. But here's a question for the group. What is your number one condiment? So you've got a choice of any condiment you want, whether that's tomato ketchup, whether that's brown sauce, hot sauce, mayonnaise, whatever condiment you want. Which one is your first pick? Like, which out of all the condiments, which is your number one pick? Or more specifically, actually, let's narrow it down, because I feel like there's different things, different sources for different occasions. Let's narrow it down a bit. What is your number one condiment for chips? All right, let's stick to chips for now. Like, you got a portion of chips. Which is your first choice for condiments? Like, what are we doing? Because me, I ain't gonna lie, my first choice is almost always gonna be like the chili sauce. Almost always gonna be the chili sauce. And if the chili sauce ain't available, then it's gonna be some kind of hot sauce or barbecue sauce or something like that. Something with some spice in it. Salad cream's nice though. Salad cream's a little bit underrated as well. Salad cream's a little bit underrated. So yeah, I like that option. I like that option. Won't be my first choice. I like the option. But yeah, I like the spice, so I'd go for something with some spice. That's my first choice. But yeah, I could definitely do salad cream and chips. I think I've had salad cream and chips. I'm sure I've done that one time. But yeah, but salad cream is underrated, man. It really is. Like mayo and chips is pretty good too. Only thing about mayo and chips is because I like to like decorate the chips, and I don't think mayonnaise is good for that. Mayonnaise is maybe better if you just have like a dab, what you call it, like a blob that you just dip the chips in, and one at a time, whatever. And that's the only thing is I don't think it's good for when you decorate the chips with mayonnaise. It's better for when you just like kind of have a thing. But because I like to decorate the chips, I like to. And I will decorate with mayonnaise, by the way. I'm not just because I'm saying it doesn't always work so well. I still decorate the chips with mayonnaise. Like I would do that. Like it's not a problem for me. Cheese chips, salad cream is elite. Ooh, yeah, get that cheese melted as well. You think about cheesy chips though. Not everybody does it right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Anytime you put cheese on chips, it's a good time. Of course, let's be clear on that fact. Like anytime you have cheese and chips, it's a good time. No matter how it's done, it's a good time. However, like some places like do it like where they don't just like put the chips in the thing in the box, whatever, and then put the cheese on top of the chips. Like they'll like maybe put like a layer of chips. There's some cheese. Layer of chips. There's some. And, make sure like the cheese is ingrained like throughout and melted. So like no matter where you are in your cheese and chips journey, you've got cheese and chips. Because when you just put it on top of the chips, you only really get the cheese in the beginning. You know what I mean? You only really get the cheese in the beginning when they put it on top of the chips like that. You just get it in the beginning and maybe a little bit towards the end of the beginning, but then it's gone. But when they like do it properly, they've got the chips, cheese, and have it all melted like that. Oof. Those men know what they're doing. Them men know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Let's cook a whole chicken just to have it with chips and salad cream. Oof. A whole chicken to yourself, right? Please tell me you have that to yourself. Like you're not sharing that. You're not sharing that. If you're cooking a whole chicken to eat with chips and salad cream, you got to eat that to yourself. Let the kids have a sandwich or something. Like they could go get a pack of crisps or something. Like, but you got to have that to yourself. Just give him a pound. Be like, yo, hey, get yourself some crisps. And share it. Give him £1. Tell him to share a pack of crisps between them. Don't be greedy now. Share with your sister. Share it as caring. While I eat this whole chicken to myself with chips instead of cream. Oh, that sounds like a good time. After share, unfortunately, a leftover chicken is going in a sandwich later that night. Again with salad cream. Well, can't have it all, I guess. But we try. We try. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, man. Yo, appreciate everybody coming through. How is yo? As we chat and well, I guess we just chat. We just chat. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, man. My next adventure, hopefully next week. Right now, I got a lot of stuff ready. Actually, to be fair, I think most of the stuff I've got ready. But there's some stuff that I won't have time to do till maybe next week. Like a couple more items of clothing to get, I think. But all the important stuff is ready. Like, so I've got, like the vaccinations done, and I've got the visas done, and all that sort of stuff. So all the important like major stuff is done. But yeah, there's some last minute bits. I made Holly watch Monsters of the Universe. Oh, that is a classic. If she didn't like that film, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to disown your daughter. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to disown her. You know what? If you're old enough to not like this movie, you're old enough to live on your own. That's how it's just it's gonna be. It's just nah, I can't. But then yeah, that's a great film. That's on Amazon, isn't it? I think it's on Amazon Prime right now. I haven't watched. I mean, I've not seen it in a while, but I didn't notice they had it on Amazon Prime. Yeah, Master Youth. That's Amazon Prime or 1987. Man, That'd be a classic. She likes it. Awesome. Do I have to disown her then? We good. We good. She wants to be Evelyn. You know, Evelyn's the best one. Evelyn's the best one. Like, has Holly watched the series, like the He-Man series? Because if not, then that's got to be next. Because Evelyn's the best one. Like, even in the series as well. Like, Evelyn was underrated. Like, she was so cool. Like, she had like the coolest name. First of all, like her name's Evil Lynn, right? How cool is that? And you know, she weren't no slouch. You know what I mean? She weren't no slouch. Like, I did feel like when they did the Kevin Smith Netflix He-Man, they kind of bitched out Evelyn a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that show. I thought it was a good show overall, but I ain't gonna lie, they kind of bitched out Evelyn a little bit. Anyway, doesn't matter. Evelyn is the best one. So yeah, yeah, Evelyn is the best one. Oh, that's good. Wait, have they? Let's see if we can find that. Do Netflix have it? Let's see. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Okay, there's the new version is on Netflix. I'm gonna see if we can find the old version though, because you've got to start with the old version. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Oh, we got 1983. Is anybody shown the old version? Damn, I don't think they are, you know. Damn it. That's a damn shame. Let's see, Amazon, even Amazon. Oh, wait. Masters of the Universe season. Oh no, I think they do have it on Amazon. Oh, that's expensive though. It's $9.99 for the season for season one, and let's see. Well, they've got both seasons, like seasons 1 and 2. But yeah, $9.99 each. It's kind of expensive. I ain't gonna lie, like $9.99 for a 40-year-old children's cartoon is a bit much. It's a bit much, methinks. Like that needs to drop down a little bit, methinks. Like that should be like maybe like $5.99 at the most, I reckon. I don't know if you could justify $9.99 for this. I ain't gonna lie. Like I like it. I like the show, but come on, $9.99, you're taking a piss. But yeah, they've got it on Amazon seasons 1 and 2. I think they only ever did 2 seasons, I think. But yeah, in any case, that's by hook or by crook. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. If she likes Masters of the Universe, the movie, then the cartoon it was based on, that's got to be next. Man of facts, I can give you like a comprehensive list of 1980s cartoons that you should be showing to your kids, like essential viewing cartoons. Holly said, He-Man looked familiar. I said, you've seen him in another film. She said, did he play that Russian in another film? I was amazed. You remembered. So proud. Oh, nice. Recognized Dolph Lundgren. Recognized Dolph Lundgren from Rocky 3. No, Rocky 4. Rocky 4. What am I talking about? Rocky 4. Actually, I'm just kind of realizing something. It's $9.99 for each season, but there are 60 plus episodes in each season. So maybe it's not so bad. Maybe I was a bit harsh. There's 65 episodes in the first season and 67 episodes in the second season. So there's a lot in there for your 9.99. To be fair, to be fair, believe it still drop the price down coming now. This is 1983. This is this isn't new. This isn't new. But yeah, you know what? He-Man. So here's the thing, right? He-Man was awesome, but there was a show called She-Ra which came after He-Man ended, and that was epic. The thing, oh, actually, no, let me rephrase that. The thing about She-Ra is that I mean, it wasn't the show itself, in my opinion, wasn't as solid as He-Man, right? But it had the wickedest theme music. Like, you can't tell me She-Ra's theme music isn't top tier. Like, if you ain't heard it, then yeah, you gotta look it up on YouTube or something. But She-Ra's theme music was levels. Like, He-Man's theme music was cool. Don't get me wrong, I ain't saying that. But She-Ra's theme music was just levels, man. But yeah, I think She-Ra didn't run. I think it only ran for one season or two seasons. I don't remember. But and the thing about She-Ra is that she kept calling He-Man for help, which kind of bitched out the character a little bit. You know what I mean? She's supposed to be like Prince Adam's cousin or whatever it was. But like every episode, every other episode, it's like, oh, I mean, let me call Prince Adam. I was like, bro, this guy's trying to save his own planet, and he has to come over to your planet to save yours as well. Leave the guy, you know what I mean? Let the man breathe. Let the man sleep. Man's waking up out of bed like, oh yeah. But the theme music was sick though. Like the theme music in She-Ra was banging. Okay, 2 seasons for She-Ra as well. Princess of Power. She has only watched Rocky 4 because I knew that would be the most fun for kids. Don't get me wrong, that movie looks crap now, and it's so cheesy, but it's so fun. He-Man can never look crap, ever, ever. Nah, for real though. But yeah, it's yeah, it's the 80s, man, and bruh. I mean, considering how He-Man dressed back in the day, like that's what we were looking at and be like, yo, this is awesome and cool. I don't think that will work too well in 2024. Well, I don't know, maybe it does. Maybe it does. But you know, oh, Monica. Uh Monica from Friends. Blanking on their real name right now. Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox was in the He-Man movie. She was like a teenager or something, I think, at the time, or maybe like early 20s or something. But yeah, Courtney Cox is in the He-Man movie. She had a small role in it, or was it a small role? Wait a minute. Did I make that up? I'm sure Courtney Cox was in He-Man, right? I'm looking at the credits now. Don't see her. Maybe she wasn't in He-Man. Maybe okay. Oh no, she was. She was. Yeah, I got it. I see it now. Courtney Cox was as Julie Winston. But yeah, she would have been. I mean, what's this? 87. Yeah, she would have been like young. Like maybe 23 at the time. In fact, interesting fact about Courtney Cox. So in Friends, Courtney Cox plays the younger sister to David Schwimmer's Ross, right? She plays the younger sister. In real life, Courtney Cox is actually like a year or two older than David Schwimmer. And now you know. She's actually older than David Schwimmer, but I think at about 2 or 3 years. Actually, let me double check real quick. David Schwimmer. Yeah, 2 years. You're only by about 2 years. Yeah, she was, and also who plays Micah and Ross's mom, isn't it as well? Okay. So it's like a Friends reunion before Friends. More like I guess Friends is a Master of the Universe reunion. I'm trying to find her, but I ain't gonna lie, I probably don't know her name. Oh, you know what? I saw this clip on Insta with it was a deleted clip from Friends with Chandler and Monica's mum, and oh, it is so funny. You know, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I could find it because it was so funny. And it's like one of the things was like, why would you delete that? Why would you delete that from the show? Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Hopefully I don't get in too much trouble for this. So we'll see.
Oh, come on, love this song. Come on, you'll be fine.
No, I won't. Do you know why I took all those lessons? See, for the first time, I didn't want you to be embarrassed to be seen on the dance floor with some
Rage sorceress.
clumsy idiot.
Oh, sweetie, you could never embarrass me.
Sorceress.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
But come on, it doesn't matter, right? I married you. No matter what you do, I'm gonna go home with you. Okay? So I'm gonna dance on my wedding night with my husband. Come on.
But I'll tell you, that's the last time I'm going to buy shoes at the Slippery Fun shoe store.
Just try not to move your feet at all.
Oh.
There you go.
Chandler, I'm gonna have you arrested. Why? You stole my moves.
Daniel, you're quite the dancer.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Geller.
Oh, come on. You can call me Mom.
Really? I will. Uh-oh.
What's
Uh-oh.
what?
Sorry, Mom.
Clean leaving a classroom. She's walking down.
Oh man, why would you delete that? Why would you delete that? That was hilarious. Yeah, Christina Pickles, Sorceress of Greystone. Uh, that was hilarious, man. Like, damn. Why would you delete that? Like, there's no good. Well, I guess it's out in the public now, but bruh. Friends had a lot of good moments though, didn't it? Like Friends just had a lot of times, like a lot of classic moments in that show where, like, I mean, when did it end? When did Friends end? Friends ended like 2003, yeah, 2003. So we are more than 20 years since Friends ended. Actually, no, wait a minute. When did Friends end? So it was 2000, yeah, it was 2004, actually, my bad, 2004. So yeah, but even yeah, but we're more than 20 years. It was about 20 years since Friends ended. And like still when they show some of these clips on Instagram or you just maybe catch a repeat of it on TV or whatever, and it's still funny, man. Like it really is still, and yeah, I'm sure part of it is nostalgia and reminiscing and blah blah blah. But even still, man, it's like they really did have a lot of classic jokes on that show. Somebody hate on it now, but those people just hate life as life. It's a proper feel good show for real, man. It really was. And I know there was like some controversy because apparently there's another well, not even apparently, there was another show that came before it that didn't get as popular a show called I forget what it's called, but it was basically the same kind of idea of like friends that live together or live, sort of near each other. Um, but that had a mostly black cast, and of course, Friends being a mostly white cast. And even though that one came, I think about a year or so before, Friends, of course, is the one that ended up being super popular. And the other one, to be honest, I'm not sure outside of America too many people even know about it. So that sucks. I ain't saying that, but even still, even still, it was a good show. Like it was funny, it was on point. It's definitely of its time, right? And plenty of jokes they did back then might not go so might not go so well in today's world, but that's just how life goes. But yeah, no, I feel like Friends, at least in my generation, is probably the closest we'll get to like a perfect show where not just okay, one or two people thought it was really good. Like it was a phenomenon. Like loads of people loved it at the time. It wasn't just like it's a few people liked it. No, loads of people. And the fact that it's still getting shown, it's still being clips, it's still being passed around. You know, 20 plus years later, people still talking about it. That's gotta mean something, man. They really did knock it out the park with that show. It's only recent years people are bringing that up, but I bet they all watch. Oh, I'm sure they did. They all watched it. That's why it was so popular. That's why it's so popular. What's up? Living Single. I think that was called. I remember now. Yeah, Living Single. So yeah, start the year before in 1993, and it was the same kind of idea of friends kind of living together and that kind of thing, like singles living in wherever. I'm not sure where it's set. New York. There you go. So also New York as well. And this ran up until 1998, so it had a decent run still. I never watched it because I don't know. I don't even know if they even showed it over here. To be honest with you, I don't know if this got shown in the UK or not. But from 1993 to 1998, that's a pretty good run. That's a pretty good run. So it did all right for itself, at least. And it definitely had a good cast. I mean, you got Queen Latifah, Terrence T.C. Carson, who, if you don't know, was the original voice of Kratos in God of War. Khalil Kane, he's a good actor. Chris Williams. Oh, Chris Williams is in this, okay. Heavy D. So yeah, they've had a good cast. But yeah, I guess unfortunately it just didn't do as well as the show that copied it, which is a shame. But even still, yeah, Friends was legit. I wonder if you could get Living Single over in the UK now. Maybe that's worth watching. Maybe. Let's see here. You know what? I searched Living Single on Amazon Prime, and I don't have, screens not being shared right now. And it's probably just as well because the top result is not the TV show. Mate, the top result is not the TV show that I was looking for. So it's a good thing I didn't have the screen share on because I might be getting in trouble. Damn. But yeah, it doesn't look like Amazon have it. Well, not on streaming anyway. You got to buy the DVDs, and they're expensive, like £30 each, man. And they don't even have all seasons. It's expensive, bro. For a show to catch them and become as big as Friends, you gotta have relatable characters that appeal to everyone, not just a certain demographic. No, for sure. And they did that. You know. I mean, I feel the fact that it was mostly a white cast was largely irrelevant, in all honesty. It's just kind of how a lot of things were back then, right? It wasn't necessarily, oh, we hate the blacks and we hate the Asians and we hate, it wasn't like that. It's just, that this is TV at the time. But yeah, I feel like that was largely irrelevant. Their experiences, a lot of people could kind of relate, especially people at my age at the time, because I would have been sort of teenage years. So I know a lot of people in my school, we're watching it like this is what life could be like when we're that age, right? That's what we're kind of watching it. Of course we enjoy the show. It's funny and we're talking about it. We're all, talk about which one we fancy the most. That was really the conversation. Which one's the prettiest friend? Monica, Rachel, or Phoebe? Like there was always that. But part of it was like, yeah, there's like this is a view into life as an adult because we're in school like. I mean, what, 94, like 15, 16 years old, that kind of age. So we're in school, like, yeah, that's what life as an adult is like, just kind of hanging out with your friends and, that sort of thing. But yeah, not quite, not exactly. I mean, they actually wrote this into the script. Which one did I fancy? Oh, well, let me come back to that question. But they actually wrote this into the script because the fact that Monica had that apartment and was paying rent in that apartment in New York, like the jobs that she had and the fact that she didn't even always have a job, reality is that she could not have afforded that apartment, like even in 1994. Like that apartment, the size of that apartment, like 2-3 people, that's an expensive apartment apparently, right? Now, what they did in the script is that they only mentioned it, I think, once, possibly twice, but they didn't mention it very often. But they did actually mention that it wasn't Monica's apartment. She actually got it from her grandmother. And there was like a deal where at the time her grandmother got the apartment, there was a contract in place that meant the rent couldn't rise from 1960 whatever whenever she had it. So when she got the apartment from her grandmother, the rent just stayed the same, and that's why they were able to afford it. So they did write it into the script. But yeah, normally, yeah, she couldn't. They would not have been able to afford that apartment on their salaries. But anyway, on to the important topics. Which one did I fancy? You know what? Let me do this actually. How about you guess? I'll let you know if you're if I'll give you two guesses because there's only three of them, so I got two guesses. You got two guesses. I mean, to be honest, they all still, even to this day, really, they're all still very pretty. Let's keep it real. But in terms of which one I fancied the most at the time, survey says it wasn't Rachel. Rachel's a hottie for sure, but it wasn't Rachel. All right, now you got a 50-50 chance. Survey says it wasn't Monica. So yeah, no, it was actually Phoebe, the one I fancy the most. It's actually Phoebe. Yeah, Phoebe was a hottie. No, but they were all hotties. They were all hotties. But yeah, Phoebe was my hottie. And I would defend that. I remember going to school because everybody liked Rachel, right? Everybody liked Rachel. She was clearly the most popular one. But I would defend Phoebe like, nah, you made a dumb fam. It's Phoebe's hot. It's Phoebe by far. Because Phoebe was kind of quirky, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know if I had an order, but Phoebe was definitely at the top for me. I mean, it probably would have been Phoebe, Rachel, Monica at the time, but in all honesty, like when it came down to it, yeah, it's just about Phoebe, really. It's just about Phoebe. Monica and Monica and Rachel can bat it out for second place if they want to, but it's all about Phoebe. It's all about Phoebe. Phoebe was it for me. Listen, Rachel was a hottie. I ain't saying that. Monica was a hottie. I ain't saying that. But when it came down to it, it was Phoebe. It was always Phoebe. How about you? Did you did you get into discussions about which of the dude friends that you thought was the cutest? And if so, let me see if I can guess which one you thought was the highest. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess Ross. I'm gonna guess you liked if you liked anybody the most, you liked Ross the most. That's what I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess Ross, Chandler, Joey for you. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay. Okay. Okay, Chandler that top then? Chandler was kind of quietly good looking, I thought. Like he wasn't the type of guy that necessarily like you look at and be like, man, for their looks. That was more Joey's thing, right? But Chandler was kind of quietly good looking in that, he's a good looking dude, but he doesn't really lead with that. You know what I mean? He doesn't really lead with his looks. He kind of leads with his humor and character and that kind of thing. So you don't necessarily. I don't think you don't necessarily fully notice that he's a good looking guy right away, or you might notice it, but you don't fully notice it. But so he doesn't really lead with that. But yeah, he was a good looking dude, but kind of quietly good looking. I mean, similar with Ross as well. It's kind of quietly good looking, but I feel like Chandler more so. It's kind of quietly good looking, where he just doesn't really lead with that. But yeah, Chandler. Okay, so Chandler's at the top. Was Ross at least second? Chandler bang. Ross is second, yeah. Joey, I say, was my favorite friend though, just because he was so funny. Like Joey was hilarious on so many. I mean, they were all funny, of course. They were all funny. But for me, Joey was just like he had so many moments where I was in stitches with that guy. So yeah, Joey was my favorite in terms of of the characters. Um and there was one scene with Joey which was just pure genius as far as I'm concerned, where um Chandler and Chandler and Rachel were they were eating somebody's cheesecake. Like a cheesecake got delivered to their house their apartment by mistake, and they ate it rather than giving it to the right person. But they decided to get another cheesecake, and it ended up dropping on the floor. And they were eating a cheesecake off the floor in a corridor. And as they're eating it off the floor, Joey comes walking up the stairs, and he just sees them just both like kneeling on the floor, you know, trying to pick out the clean bits of the cheesecake off the floor, right? And he doesn't say anything to them. He says nothing to them. He just sits down casually and takes a fork out of his pocket and just starts eating it with. He's like, "Well, let's see what we got here." Then and I was like, "Man, that was genius," because he just the fact that he was just so casual about it and like carries a fork in his pocket for that reason. I was like, "Man, yeah, Joey's it." Joey's the most good looking, obviously, but if you know me, you know that just doesn't do it for me. Indeed, gotta be more than looks. Gotta be more than looks. Joey's one of the best characters, without a doubt. Indeed. Did you have a favorite character? Not necessarily the one you fancy the most, but just a favorite in terms of like who you thought was the funniest, or just the one you liked the most. I would say though that when I heard Joey was getting a spin-off series, right, I was really happy about that because I was like, man, he was the funniest character for me. He's my favorite. I was really looking forward to it. But the spin-off show they did, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't do it. I mean, I think they had don't get me wrong. I think the first couple of episodes were okay, but after that, it fell off for me. And I think that show ended after like 2 or 3 seasons. I don't think it lasted long. Let me see. How long did Joey last for? I'm on the wrong thing I'm searching. It ran for about 2 years. Okay, so how many seasons is that? Is that 2 seasons? Yeah, it ran for 2 seasons, so that's not surprising. Like I think the first couple episodes I remember, it seemed pretty good. Even the idea of it, Joey moving to Hollywood, pursues it was a great idea, I thought. But yeah, overall, like it didn't do it for me, and I guess a lot of people felt the same because the show that did not last long, and it's a shame because that could have been a really good show. It could have been like the Friends version of Frasier. And how did Frasier last so long? Frasier was not funny. Like, did you ever watch Frasier? That show was boring. how did that last so long? Like, how did Frasier, the most boringest character from Cheers, get a spin-off? And then not only did he get a spin-off, it lasted forever. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I probably did watch it a few times, maybe more than a few times. And perhaps that means I'm part of the reason why it lasted as long as it did. But that show, okay, maybe it had a few good jokes here and there, but overall it was just not. But it ran from 1993 to 2000. It ran for 11 years. Like that. How did it last so long? How did Frasier last 11 years and Joey only last 2 years? Like, no, that make it make sense. You know what I mean? Make that make sense. Frasier was the most boringest character from Cheers, and he ends up with his own show that lasts 11 years. Like, how did that happen? That's we're not living in the real world right now. We're not. We're living in bizarro worlds. Between Joey and Ross, I think. Okay, a good choice. I liked Ross. We were on a break. Hey, watch it. Yeah, don't get it. I did like Cheers though. Cheers was a good show. Cheers was really cool. That had what's the name I'm trying to think of right now? What's the guy's name I'm trying to think of right now? Woody Harrelson. Yeah, Woody Harrelson. But yeah, I did like Cheers. That was a good show. That was really funny. Norm. I know it's popular to hate Ross, but I'm a Ross defender. Well, they were on a break though when it comes down to it, right? I mean, he wasn't wrong. They were on a break. I mean, I'm not saying Ross was perfect. You know, he made his mistakes. I ain't saying that, but if we're being honest, they were on a break, you know? And maybe you could argue that even still he shouldn't have done it because blah 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 blah, but you can't say he was fully wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because they were on a break. I'm just saying. He was definitely wrong for the ankle comment, though. Remember he made that comment about ankles. I was like, yeah, maybe don't do that, though. Maybe don't do that. And that one way he sent the song to the radio station to play for Rachel to say how sorry he was, and then Rachel called the radio station and tells him what he did, and the radio host was like, "Well, Rachel just called and told us what you did," and it's like, "No, I don't want to play your song no more." Friends was classic, man. Cheers and Frasier were awesome. Oh, Dan's a Frasier fan. Yo, what up, Dan? BD in the place to be. How is ye? Frozen G's back, Sam. You don't like good looking men. Are you a good looking man, Frozen Gamer? Because if you are, Sam might not like you very much. Or at least not like the fact that you're good looking anyway. She broke him and he found comfort elsewhere. Indeed. We were on a break. What about Everybody Loves Raymond? Not really. Well, you're in good company then. You're in good company. I did watch Everybody Loves Raymond actually. I thought it was okay. I mean, it was on, so it wasn't a show that I would say that I made time for specifically. It was more the fact that it was just on at a time where I happened to be watching TV, and but yeah, it was all right. It was all right. What Ross did was to Monica the way he sucked up to his family and let Monica get side. Oh yeah. I think there was an episode where he tried to get him to pay her some attention, but it didn't really work too well. But yeah, a lot of the time, it yeah. A lot of the time, it was like Ross was the favorite of. All right, you know, I've got to take a quick little break for a few minutes, for maybe about 5-ish minutes. Should be back in just a little bit. And once I do come back, I want to talk to you guys about another popular show, if you remember it. And if you do remember it, it means you're old. It means you're in your wonder years. Huh? See what I did there? See what I did there? All right, back in a little bit. All right, I is back, y'all. I is back, y'all. And I'm back and I'm back and I'm back, y'all. Yo. So we meet again. Dun dun dun. Open all hours. I remember that show. That was David Jason. Back when he was a young fellow, long before, well, not even long before, but before Only Fools and Horses. I'm saying a Ross defender though. Do you guys remember the Wonder Years, by the way? That was a good show. Appreciate that, Dan. Appreciate that. Thank you. Excuse me. Oof. The Wonder Years was a great show. If you don't remember the Wonder Years, man, that was a good show. It was like Fred Savage. Winnie Cooper. Well, Winnie Cooper was a real stage name, actually. Apparently, there's a remake of the one. Well, not even apparently, there was a remake of the Wonder Years in 2021. I never watched that though. But the original Wonder Years from 1988 is what I'm talking about. I'm here. My phone froze. Damn. Hopefully, it's unfrozen now. But yeah, this was the Wonder Years. 1988 to 1993, though it's set in like the 1950s. Or 60s, I guess. Late 60s and early 70s. But this was definitely like rush home for TV. Like, this is the type of show that you'd watch. Like, you know what I mean? You'd make sure you made time for it. Doctor in the House. I don't know if I know that show. It was really good, wasn't it, Dan? Oh, man. There was a rumor actually going around that the guy who played is it Josh? Yeah, Josh. No, what am I talking about? The guy who played Paul Pfeiffer. His real name is Josh Saviano. But there was a rumor going around that he grew up to be Marilyn Manson. That's not true, by the way. It's not true. Like that's not him. They are two different people. But yeah, there was that rumor going around a little while ago that the guy who played Paul in the Wonder Years, grew up to be Marilyn Manson. It's like, yeah, no, not quite. Boy Meets Girl. Oh yeah, that was Ben Savage. Teen Angel, Smart Guy. Yeah, I remember Smart Guy. What good shows, yeah. Wait, Boy Meets Girl? No, sorry. I'm thinking something else. I was thinking Boy Meets World. Sorry. Boy Meets Girl. I don't know what that show is. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, Boy Meets World was Ben Savage. Sorry, my bad. I mixed it up. Ben Savage was Fred Savage's younger brother. Oh, you did mean World. Okay, cool. We're talking about the same show then. But I did watch Boy Meets World. That was a good show. That was a good show. In fact, here's something interesting about Boy Meets World. This name here, if you can see it, William Daniels, who played George Feeney. Now, here's a quick age test. Do you know the name William Daniels? Before I click on it, because if I click on it, I'm pretty sure if I click on it, you're gonna know exactly who it is. Oh, Dan knows. Dan knows. Yeah. How about you, Frozen G? How about you, Sam B? Anyone else want to chime in? Do you know that name? Do you know the name William Daniels? All right, Sam saying no. All right. If I click on this name, I'm pretty sure in the known for section, which is usually near the top, you're gonna be like, oh, All right, here we go. Let's click on the name. I just watched the show. All right, so William Daniels. We'll scroll down a little bit. Scroll down slowly. He was born March 31st, 1927. Man, he's nearly 100 years old. He is, what, 97? Wait. Yeah, 97. He's just recently turned 97. Well, happy birthday, William Daniels. Recently turned 97 years old. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Got some photos. A little bit more. Known for. Oh, wait, it's not there. Oh, how is it not in the known for section? I'd think I'd thought that would be like right at the top of the known for section. Don't get me wrong, he did all these other shows as well. I ain't saying that clearly he did. He's done loads of work. But the show that I'm thinking of, and the show that I'm pretty sure Dan is thinking of, I'd have thought that would have been right at the top of the known for section, but it's not. Okay, no bother. No bother. We're gonna scroll down a little bit more. And then make sure you know the name William Daniels. Because if you don't know, you're about to know. Because we're coming back to the 80s. And here we go. If you could see it. Knight Rider. He was the voice of Kit. Oh, no wonder he was uncredited. Oh, that is a damn shame. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, William Daniels was the voice of Kit in Knight Rider, but apparently he was uncredited. Oh, that is a damn shame. They should have give the man his flowers. I can't see any of it. Oh, is it too small? But yeah, he was the voice of Kit in Knight Rider. Kit was the car. Knight Industries 2000. But Knight Rider did have David Hasselhoff in it, so I'm pretty sure Sam wouldn't have liked this show because Sam doesn't like good-looking guys, and David Hasselhoff is the best-looking man in the world. So I don't think Sam would have liked this show. wouldn't have liked it at all. But but man, how do you not credit the voice of Kit though? That's a piss take, man. How do you not credit the voice of Kit? Like, Kit's voice was iconic. Don't Hasselhoff off, indeed. Like, you hear that voice, and it's like, man, that made the show. And they didn't give him his credits. Nah. The man just turned 97. Need to give him his flowers, bruh. They need to, like, re-edit all those Knight Rider episodes and put his name in there. I never thought Hoff was fit. Okay, fair enough. You might enjoy Knight Rider then, if you don't fancy David Hasselhoff. You might enjoy Knight Rider. But Knight Rider was a classic show, man. Like, this was probably not even probably, this was one of my favorite shows back in the day. Knight Rider, the A-Team, like, yeah, these were the stuff that I was watching as a young lad in 1980. Oh, what year was this? 1982, you know, damn. Oh, and Magnum as well. Yeah, watching that as well. Magnum PI. Because Chris. Well, they credit him at least. Had to go elsewhere for it. But yeah, Knight Rider. That was a good show. Knight Rider was up on A-Team. You know what? Now that Holly has watched, you were saying you watched Master Universe with Holly, right? You need to go like an 80s rabbit hole. Like, I feel like that's the next thing to do. Go in the 1980s TV and movie rabbit hole. Because there were some great shows during that time, man. There really was. And this was one of them, the A-Team. Dun 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 dun. And some good shows in the 90s too, for sure. But let's start with the 80s. Gotta go in 80s TV and 90s rabbit hole. So I'm thinking like the A-Team, Knight Rider, Magnum, Thundercats, He-Man, She-Ra. Oof. There were some classic shows, man. Street Hawk. Oh, do I remember Street Hawk? You know what? I don't think I watched this, Damn. Did I miss something? I'm not sure I watched this one. Damn it. There's an 80s show that I haven't seen. That means I'm going to have to do my own homework. That's a cool bike. Look at that bike. Could make her watch Bloodsport, but might be a bit much for her. Bloodsport. That was a good movie, though. You bleed just like Mei Ling. No, George Clooney was in it. It was in one episode. Okay, I guess the show didn't go very long. It's only 13 episodes by the looks of it. Yeah, it's only 13 episodes. One season, 13 episodes. Okay, so it's got to be somewhere. I can watch that by now, though. It's going to be somewhere streaming it or something. No, maybe not. You got to buy the DVD for £22. Great intro. Yeah, it was short. I can't wait to bring Arnie in their lives. Off, indeed. Now you have become a man. You must watch Arnie, and your journey into manhood will be complete. That made no sense at all, by the way. I know. Sledgehammer was another fun one. Sledgehammer, damn. Sledgehammer. Let me see here. I don't think I watched that either, Sledgehammer, 41 episodes. Damn. I might need to do an 80s rabbit hole myself. Reacquaint myself with some classics and watch a few classics that I happen to miss. The adventures of a deranged and dumb police detective who always looks for the most violent solution to any problem. Oh, that sounds like my type of show, doesn't it? That sounds like my type of show for sure. It's times like this I realize just how much I did not fit in with the girls. I'm surprised I'm straight at this point. Heck yeah. Well, I guess your oldest kind of makes up for that then. Maybe that's how that happened. But yeah, I mean, you could watch all like the My Little Ponies, and I'm sure all that stuff is good enough and fine or whatever. But come on, man, nothing beats Arnie, Stallone, and just muscly guys blowing stuff up. Like that's what the 80s were for. Like muscly guys blowing stuff up. Big, strong, muscly guys blowing stuff up. That's what the 80s was all about. Did My Little Pony exist in the 80s? It did. It was in 1986. There was My Little Pony and Friends. Oh, Nancy Cartwright was in My Little Pony. Well, that's interesting. But yeah, I don't think we need to see that. 65 episodes. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm sure it's a fine show, but I'm good. Just give me something with muscly guys blowing stuff up. That's what I want. That's what I want. Big, strong, muscly men blowing stuff up. That's what I want to see. So yeah, they're doing a new Beetlejuice and the new Beverly Hills Cop. I think the Beverly Hills Cop is a Netflix show. Beetlejuice, I'm not sure. I think that's not going to cinemas. Miami Vice was cool, wasn't it? Crockett and Tubbs. Crockett and Tubbs, man. Oh, look at that. Don Johnson, Detective James Crockett. He had the alligator as a pet. Man just kept an alligator on his boat and lived on a boat with it. Philip Michael Thomas. He was in Vice City, the Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Yeah, there we go. See it. Lance Vance. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Well, Vice City Stories, but he was actually in the main game as well. Moonlighting. That was yeah. Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis. That's what I'm thinking of. So here's an interesting fact about moonlighting, or more specifically, Sybil Shepherd. Really. So if Sybil Shepherd didn't get pregnant, right, there wouldn't be a Die Hard, or if there was, it wouldn't be Bruce Willis. Like Die Hard, if it existed, it'd be a completely different show. You wouldn't have a movie. So if it wasn't for Sybil Shepherd getting pregnant, Bruce Willis would not have been Die Hard. It wouldn't have been Die Hard. It would have been somebody else if they even made it at all. But yeah, so if you're a fan of Die Hard and you like Die Hard movies, then you can thank Sybil Shepherd getting knocked up for them existing. Yeah, so apparently what happened is that Bruce Willis got offered the movie to do Die Hard, right? And he was going to turn it down because of his commitment to moonlighting. Like he was, signed on to do it. He was committed to do it. And, so he wouldn't have a time to do Die Hard, wouldn't have time to do the movie. So he was going to turn it down. But then Sybil was pregnant and they ended up taking a break. There we go. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, Sybil got pregnant and they ended up taking a break from the show anyway. So at that point, he was like, well, we're not going to be doing a show right now. I may as well do this movie. So yeah, that's how it happened. So if you're a fan of Die Hard and you like Bruce Willis in Die Hard, then you got Sybil Shepherd getting knocked up to thank for that. I used to get so jealous because most of my friends were guys, but I was never a girl's girl. And I am who I am. Thank God she opened her legs. Indeed. I don't think I've actually did watch Moonlighting though. But it ran for a few seasons at least, like what, 85 to 89? What's that, 4 years? Hill Street Blues. Oof, I do remember Hill Street Blues actually. I do remember Hill Street Blues. Oof. Man, 81 to 87 off. I still remember it, but I guess my memory's kind of faded a lot on this show. But yeah, I do remember this show. Remember, it had a really cool theme music actually.
Street Blues, the landmark drama from legendary showrunners Stephen Bochco returns. Hill Street Blues, the complete series, a 34 DVD collection with all 144 groundbreaking episodes.
Unit 2202 now in pursuit of red van, license unknown, southbound, Van Ness and Fourth.
Return to the...
Okay. Well, I feel like I remember having a really cool theme music. In fact, Saint Elsewhere, I think, had a really cool theme music as well. Every 80s show had a really cool theme music. Let's keep it real. Like, there wasn't a single 80s show that didn't have a cool theme music. It's just some were, cooler than others. That's really all that was. You can rate stuff now on IMDb, hearts or whatever. All right. Yeah, indeed. Oh man. And I made my 9-year-old watch Monster Universe. And he liked acting. Masters of the That was a cool show, though, wasn't it? A movie, rather. 21, yes. 21 Jump Street. Well, these are the movies, and there was a show with Johnny Depp. The movies were pretty cool, actually. I did enjoy the movies that they made, 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. I did enjoy those quite a lot, even though they were quite a bit of a departure from the show. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Holly Robinson Pete was in this. Oh, mate. Listen, Holly Robinson Pete, or more specifically, Holly Robinson, was the reason I watched Howard the Duck. And it turns out she's not even in that movie that much. Masterclass in filmmaking, no, for sure. I mean, it's in the name, right? Master of the universe. Masters of the universe. He-Man. Oh, here we are. Masters of the Universe. Dolph Lundgren, Frank Langella. I remember Skeletor as Frank Langella as Skeletor in this movie seems so scary. Like first time I watched this, I was like, man, Skeletor just seems so scary in this. I was like, this is awesome. I mean, now you watch it, it's like, I mean, he's a dude in a mask, but still. Back when I saw this for the first time, I was like, wow, Skeletor looks mad scary. Pete Cannon movie making for real. He was light scary at the time. Have you seen those memes that been going around with Skeletor, like the old school Skeletor, I mean, where it'd be something like words of wisdom from Skeletor or something along those lines. And I don't think they're actual quotes from the show. Let me see if I can find any of them. Skeletor meme. If I search Skeletor meme. Oh, you see them? Yeah, they're kind of funny though. Still, all right, I've got a few on my screen. Let me see here. So there's a few. The reason dogs love squeaky toys is because it sounds like tiny animals dying. Oof. Skeletor will return next week with more disturbing facts. If you ever donated blood, the blood could be in someone's boner right now. Until we meet again. Have you seen Langella play Dracula? Oh, I don't believe I have, you know. I think I've only seen Langella in, I want to say 3 movies. I feel like I've only seen him in 3 movies. Masters of the Universe. What was the other one? Oh, damn it. True Identity. and another film which I really don't remember. But I feel like I've only seen him in like maybe just a few movies. But yeah, old school actor though, Frank Langella. Let me look at his movie database. I've probably seen him in more movies than I realize. What's he been in? What's he been in? He was in Destiny 2, actually. If you played Destiny 2, he was in that. Skeletor was an underrated villain. He was really cool, though, wasn't he? The Box. Oh, was that one of his? Oh, right, yeah, he's in a movie called The Box, 2009. I don't think I've seen that, though. Maybe that's what I need to do. You know, there's so many movies I should be watching. I ain't gonna lie, man. There's so many movies I should be watching. I clearly haven't seen that many Frank Langella movies. I've seen Unknown. That movie sucks, though. Oh, I've seen Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps. Oh, Superman Returns. He was in Superman Returns as Perry White, of course. Yeah. So, yeah, I've probably seen more than I realize, but clearly not enough. House of D. He was in Lolita. Oof. That's, well. Been so many good ones. I felt like Masters of the Universe should have given us a Skeletor backstory. He said in an interview, Skeletor was his favorite role. You know, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, it was a cool role, right? And you get to like wear a cool mask. A Skeletor backstory, though. What would Skeletor's backstory be? Like, what would his backstory be? It'd have to be something really cool. You know, like he was just like minding his own business one day, you know, trying to take over the world. Then out of nowhere, He-Man comes and messes it up for him. Like, bro, man, just leave me alone, innit? I ain't bothering you. Yeah, and so is Jeremy Irons. Yep. But that movie, I don't even think I actually watched that movie to the end. It was no. Sometimes the movie gets a little bit too much. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good. I don't need to see this all the way through. I'm sure it's all legal and whatever, but I don't need to watch this all the way through. I'm good. Dan watched it. Dan was like, nope. Nothing will put me off. But yeah, Frank Langella. Man like Frank. Born in 1938. I think the girl from Face Off, like the girl who played the daughter in Face Off, I think she was the young girl in Lolita. Unless I'm thinking of a different Lolita. Dominique Swain. Was that her? Yeah, she was in Face Off as the daughter. Both in 1997. But But yeah, she would have been like 16, 17 at the time they were filming Lolita. So she would have been pretty young herself, actually. So, anyway. So, here's an interesting fact about Lolita. So, well, not really Lolita, but Jeremy Irons in Lolita, right, plays a character called Humbert Humbert, right? He has the same surname as his first name, Humbert Humbert. Now, in oh, memory. In American Beauty, Kevin Spacey plays a character called Lester Burnham, right? Lester Burnham. Now, that name, Lester Burnham, is an anagram for Humbert Learns. Right, it's a name. It's the letters rearranged. If you take the name Humbert, well, the name and Humbert and the word Learns, you rearrange the letters and you get Lester Burnham. So yeah, that was some trivia. That being said, American Beauty did some weird stuff at the time of it being made. They did some weird stuff, like because for Birch, let's see, American Beauty was 1999. I think For Birch was like 15 or 16 when they did American Beauty. Is that right? Let me see here. 15. Yeah, so it was 1982. So yeah, she would have been about maybe 16. Well, it depends on when it was actually filmed. But yeah, 15, 16 at the time of filming American Beauty, right? So that scene where For Birch takes off her top and, is topless and boobies out and all that kind of stuff. No, that was her real boobies. Like, they weren't like CGI boobs. That was her that was her 16-year-old boobies that they had on camera. A 15, 16-year-old boobs that they had on camera, right? Or for a Birch. And to do that, they had, I think her parents were there and they had like child safety people and, things like that to make sure no one's been exploited, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. So it was all legal, right? It was all done legally. But at the same time, it's like, that's a 16-year-old girl. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, Hollywood's a weird place. Trust that. Hollywood, if if you take nothing else from these stories, just know that Hollywood is a weird place and they do weird things. I finished American Beauty. Yeah, I watched that through as well. Oh, I saw that to the end. I mean, it's a decent enough film in terms of the story and blah blah blah. But it's just when you read the backstory behind it, you're like, okay, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's yeah. So I remember watching Stanley Kubrick's version of Lolita. Come to think of it, okay, I didn't even know we did a version of Lolita. Actually, I'm guessing it's a lot harder to watch than the other version. I probably wouldn't. That probably wouldn't fly today, for sure. And can't lie, man, it's probably with good reason. probably with good reason they wouldn't let that fly today. But yeah, some changes are for the better, I think. Been calling it Hollywood since I was a kid, or I thought it was boring. Well, or American Beauty. I mean, yeah, I did enjoy the movie in terms of like the story, and I remember the first time I watched it. I think I rented it actually. Yeah, I rented it on VHS the first time I watched it. But VHS, I don't remember VHS or D. Doesn't really matter. But I remember renting it and watching it. I think I watched it like twice before I gave it back, like 2 or 3 times before I gave it back. And then I looked it up and started reading about it, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's weird. That's weird. You ever read the story behind a movie and think to yourself, yeah, I can never watch that movie again? Once you know the story behind it, you're like, yeah, I don't think I could watch that movie again. I don't think I could watch that movie ever again. Yeah, Mina Savari, by the way, Mina Savari would have been maybe about 17 or 18 when she did American Beauty. So that whole scene with Kevin Spacey was well, like I say, wholly weird. You hit it on the nail, Dan. You hit the nail on the head. Wholly weird. Wizard of Oz comes to mind. Oh, what happened to Wizard? Oh wait, the Wizard of Oz was that's where look, he's one the 1930s one, right? Where the young girl like and then she I think she became like an alcoholic or something. Or is there another story that I just don't know? Judy Garland, that's what I'm thinking of. Judy Garland. Yeah, I think in real life that she end up becoming an alcoholic, and I think she died young as well. Judy Garland. 1922 to 1969, so 47 years old. She died at 47 years old. Oh, this is a proper snooze fest. I will down that hell off. But you know, it was like the Tin Man. He just wanted a heart, and the Scarecrow wanted a brain. The Cowardly Lion wanted the courage, and they went to see a wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You know, they had to follow the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because of all wonderful things he does. But yeah, I guess there wasn't enough ugly people in the Wizard of Oz for Sam to enjoy it. I keyed. I keyed. I just realized I'm not sharing the screen that I'm looking at. So you're still seeing a skeleton. Share this tab. That's what I'm looking at now. Speaking of musicals, by the way, I know I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. But this film is excellent. That film was way too long. But how long is Wizard of Oz actually? Let's see. It's an hour 42 minutes, and that's way too much. Well, I guess you really didn't like it then, huh? You really didn't like it. But an hour 42 minutes, that's way too long. It's way too long. Should have been 5 minutes max. But yeah, I highly rate this movie, Wonka. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I thought it was done really well. Story, singing, all that music, acting, everything about this movie was excellent. Like it was really, really a superb film. So yeah, if you like if you like Willy Wonka, like the original Willy Wonka from 1971, I think you'd enjoy this as well. I feel like this does it justice in a good way, a real good way. It felt longer. I might give it a watch. I like some musicals, but if you like musicals, definitely. And if I feel like definitely. If you here's what I say. I mean, I won't give no spoilers in that, nothing like that. But they definitely pay homage to the 1971 movie, and you know they do pay a little homage to the Johnny Depp movie as well, and which I thought was pretty cool. But by and large, it is very much its own thing. So although it's set before that, it's by and large its own thing. But I feel like that's a good thing. That it makes it they created an interesting story, an interesting backstory. They made the characters interesting, you know, and everybody kind of shines in it as well. So yeah, I just thought it was just Timothy Chalamet. Like in all honesty, I really do. Especially after seeing this movie, I feel like this is the guy to watch. You know, like he's been a good actor for a minute, and I see him in a few different things already now. But to see him in this, in Wonka, and then to see him in Dune, especially Dune Part Two, and the massive differences in the characters that he plays, and the fact that he plays them both just like so flawlessly and believably, you know, like yeah, this I think this a kid to watch. Like this young kid, he's one to watch. So I say young kid, how is he? 1995. Yeah, he's a youngin. He's a young. He's what 20 something by now, I guess. But even still, there's a talented young kid, actor right there in Timothy Chalamet. So yeah, whatever film he's in, it's probably a good movie. And if it's not a good movie, I'm sure he's good in it. So yeah. Phantom of the Opera is my favorite. Speaking of Roald Dahl, have you seen Tales of the Unexpected? I don't believe I have actually. He's in Bones and All. That's a good film. Ooh, I don't believe I've seen that either. Bones and All. Here we go. In 2022. Timothy Chalamet, Taylor Russell. I might have to pay attention to this one then. I don't believe I've seen it. In fact, you know, I read something about Timothy Chalamet actually that apparently had a YouTube channel at one time.
I had a YouTube channel people found. It's youtube.com/moddedcontroller360.
What's good, YouTube? This is Modded Controller 360 with the controller of the week. Here's Red Tiger. Started it today, yesterday, finished it today. It looks nice, it looks sexy.
I used to paint mod controllers. I did 3, and I spray painted them on my bottle. Like I would like open them up and paint
And do
them,
the whole thing.
and I would charge people $10.
Did that get any traction?
I mean, I made $30.
Charge people what?
That's pretty good.
$10 for my paint, but it took me like
So
5
3 people.
Yeah.
You got 3 clients.
I remember the kids too. And like my parents were like, they're spray paint all over the house. Like, you can't do this anymore.
Subscribe if you want, comment below, suggest the colors, and see you next week.
Just goes to show, like, you can start out on YouTube and become a big time Hollywood actor. It could happen. It could happen. Am I showing the right screen? Yeah, yeah, we are. I am. Cool, cool, cool. So you saw that. Let's hope you. Yeah. Yeah. I just need my big break in I don't know, some gay romance movie or something, I guess. Just need my big break. But one day, man. One day. I appreciate that, Dan. Maybe I should start making controllers as well, modded controllers, since apparently nobody's doing that right now. I mean, nobody's doing that right now. So, yeah, maybe that's what I should do. See if I could follow Timothy Chalamet's route, do modded controllers, then get a role in a gay romance movie, and well, old man gay romance movie, I guess. And then yeah, I could be in Dune Part 5 or something. Actually, no, I'm probably overshooting it. Maybe Dune Part 67. Dune Part 69. All right. He doesn't look deal with 50. So what do you mean? Deal with 50, you know. Oi. 55 actually. I'm not. But if I was, then not look, you know what, never mind. That made no sense. That made no sense. I just realized if I was 55, then to say I don't look at Deal with 50 is yeah, you know what? I messed it up. My bad. I'm bad. My bad. But you know what though? Like, I mean, the truth is though, I am middle aged. Like, it's kind of weird because I guess I don't really think of it in that way. But yeah, I am a middle aged man. That's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. Like, I'm a middle aged man. Like, I have more years behind me than I do in. Well, let me not say it that way. I potentially more years behind me than I do in front of me. Right? I'm at that point now, or maybe not quite more. I mean, I guess what's the average lifespan? About 80, right? So yeah, maybe a little more, maybe a little more behind me than I do in front potentially. But yeah, I'm at that middle age, bro. Like I'm middle age. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. But I think it's fair to say that I think I mean, you know this, I'm sure, but like 40 now is not the same as 40 in 1984. You know what I mean? Like if you're 40 in 2024, it's you're younger than a 50-year-old in 1984. Sorry, that made no sense. If you're 40 in 1920, let me start again. If you're 40 in 2024, you're younger than a 35-year-old in 1984 is what I'm trying to say. Like 40 now is not 40 of the 80s or 40 of the 70s or the 60s and so on. Like it's different now. and not for everybody. I know, but it's just in general. Like I feel 40 is different now, and there's a lot of reasons for that. There's advancements in medicine. There's people taking better care of their health. People understanding, foods better and what to eat and how blah 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 all this sorts. There's lots of things that would involve with that, and also just being more conscious about your mental health and living stress free and that sort of thing. So I feel like 40 now is definitely younger than 40 of the 1980s. But yeah, it's like I remember like looking at the 40-plus-year-olds back then and thinking, they looked old, they looked tired and worn out, and like life just got the better of them. And I just don't feel that. Not to say that I don't get tired, of course, but that just, yeah, like I just feel like it's different. It's different. Like I still go running. Not even still go running. I go running. I didn't run when I was in my 20s. I tried, but now I'm running like miles, like 3, 4, 5 miles. 10 miles sometimes. It's crazy, but I'm middle aged, man. I am middle aged. That is mad. That is actually mad, but hey, that's how life works. I'm forever 69. Top and bottom. All you can see is today is the first day of the rest of your life. Well, indeed, this is true. This is true. The very first day of the rest of your life. Yeah. I am middle-aged, bruh. It's so good. It's so good. My midlife crisis is going to be epic. I'll tell you that. I'm going to have the best midlife crisis ever, man. Trust that. You think your midlife crisis was cool? Nah, wait till you see mine. I'm still 29. You're, I guess, what's a third aged? Is that would that be right? One third aged. Is there a term for that? A third aged. I'm not halfway through. I'm a third way through. 33% aged. But I got a golden ticket. Hooray. I got a golden twinkle in my eye. Born in 1985. My oldest is 22. I'm still 29. I'm a medical marvel. Was that not Ross? So one day your oldest child's going to be older than you. Like in about 7 years. Well, 7 years, they should be the same age as you. 8 years, she'd be older than you. Your oldest daughter would be older than you in about 8 years. That's crazy, bro. She's going to have to start giving you pocket money. Paying the mortgage. She'll die first. Oof. Old age, I hope. A long life. A long, wonderful life. Yeah. I know I'm going to lose, but gambling's for fools. And that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. Depends if she crosses me. Or stay on the good side. Stay on the good side. Was it hell hath no fury than a woman scorned? Yeah, don't want to piss off nobody. Don't want to piss off nobody, or at least not the wrong body. Apparently, Alfonso Ribeiro is trashing Tyler Perry. Man, I wonder what that's about. I'll check that video later. I don't usually get into the gossip side of things, but that sounds interesting to me. I ain't gonna lie. Why is Alfonso Ribeiro trashing Tyler Perry? I might want to get on. I might want to take a little peek at that little beef going on. My voice is breaking still. I'm gonna take a little peek at that. See what I want there. See what I want. I never thought that I would be slapping the lap of luxury. Good morning. Look at the sun. Oh, look at the time though. Actually, 10:40. Oof. All right, it's about time to start winding down and wrapping up. About time to start winding down and wrapping up. All right, so next week, no live stream next week. After that, it's kind of play it by ear as to whether I could stream throughout June. But hopefully by the time we get back, inshallah, we had to start streaming as normal from whenever that is, like 20, whatever it works out to. But yeah, so no live stream next week, and pretty much throughout June, we'll just kind of have to see how that goes, and then maybe back by July, come back to normal-ish. Even though I'm getting tired. Now, being young is exhausting. Oh, being young is exhausting. Well, I guess when you're actually young, it's not. But when you're older, you look at the young people like, man, I'd be so tired running around like that. Oof. I need a nap. I need a nap just watching that. Like, bruh. I like my naps though. I do enjoy my naps. I try to make time for naps every day if I can. I don't always get to, but yeah. When I get to have that little afternoon nap, I'm like, oof, just feel refreshed, man. Just feel refreshed. Until, of course, you get to the evening and you're just tired again. Yeah. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. So yeah, no live stream next week. Naps are epic, aren't they? They really are. I might try and post a video during the week if I can. And then, yeah, we'll see if I could post other videos over June. We'll see how, like I say, we just got to play it by ear and that sort of thing. But yeah, if indeed this is the last time for a month or so, then wow, it's been a fun ride, and hopefully a fun more ride after that. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming through, checking out. I mean, there's literally anything you could be doing with your time, literally anything else you could be doing with your time, and you choose to spend it with me each week, and I appreciate that, because like there's people who actually make good videos. There's people who actually provide value, and then there's me, and I'll just come in here and ramble for a couple of hours talking 99% nonsense, and you choose to spend your time with me. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. Big up to you, big up to everything you do. But yeah, and hopefully it won't be too long from now, but yeah, we just have to pay it by ear for a little bit. So guys, you've been awesome as always. I appreciate you. Thank you. And until whenever, if ever, peace.